I want
I can't
kids
cross my tits. They're not big enough.
It says I'm streaming.
Okay. 1 second.
But what hole are you streaming out of?
4,
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God.
Hold
Yes,
on.
my child.
Takes a little bit.
Oh, tits. This thing.
Says we're live.
It says we're
Yeah,
live.
it says that we're live. It's going to take a moment. Usually does.
It says live now. So let's click in directly this way. You sassy, sassy thing, you. There we are. I see us.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, I see us.
Yeah, we're live on my channel, so we're all good to go.
Yes, sir. We're rocking.
All right.
There we are. Hi, Kimmy.
Still on the road, folks.
Hey.
The Casbah.
All right, folks. Welcome back to another live stream with the Monster Man. Today, I got a special group of people. I have Jared the Vaping Goat, Kimmy Vapes, the Salad, and then T-Cad. You all remember her from our last show. So right off the bat, start off with what we're vaping on and what we're possibly drinking. So ladies first. So T-Cad or Kimmy, either one of y'all go first.
You can go, Kimmy.
Okay, so I'm vaping on the Crown 4 kit right now. In that, I've got Pecan Sequence, which is the same thing I was vaping yesterday. I'm also vaping on the Ratel RDA on top of the Asmodus Lustro mod. And in that, I have Adore E-Liquid Hybrid Reserve. And that's all I've got set up right now running. Take it away. I forgot your name. The other female. There we go.
So I'm mixing 3 of my juices. The mango by Daily Drip. The cloudberry with the blackcurrant, blackberry, blueberry, and raspberry. And a little bit of menthol. And that is on my Maxo and my profile.
Alrighty, let's go with the Salad. What are you vaping on?
What Tofu profile on the 315 Maxo, and I'm alternating between friggin' Rice Krispie Treats and Ritual's Ritual.
That's a good one, actually. The Sweet Tarts? Oh, yeah.
All right, take it away, Jared.
I'll keep it, well, normal for me. Got the Vandy Vape Dual with the Vandy Vape 2 sitting on top of it. Got Silverback's Jenny in that one. Got the Titan with the Titan just because I wanted to rub it into you, sir.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on mine to come through the mail. So.
Got the Digi-Flavor Edge with the FP sitting on top of that one. Got the Geek Vape Aegis Legend with the Steam Crave Aromomizer Plus. Got this interesting little Vaporesso Lux, yeah, it's something. With another FP sitting on top of that. Going a couple years old with the Anakin MVP4 with a Dead Rabbit RTA sitting on it. Got the Famo Vape Magma Box with the Blitz Ghoul Topside Dual with a Bonza 1.5 on it. And then, to top it off, why not, Dreamer with the Ardent sitting on top of it. Because I love this setup.
You got the Mike Vape.
I thought I had a little dick rocking the Maxo, but Jesus, he's got how many?
That's...
How lifted is your truck?
That's no, actually, I drive a crossover. If that's not even worse, I drive a Ford Flex, man. Yeah, I drive like near the soccer mom van.
Hey, that's Canadian made right there.
All right, I am vaping on the Maxo 315 with the Centurion version 2 on top. Gotten that some Artist Liquids, My Sweet Dragon.
That's a good one.
And then I got my custom-made powder-coated 4-cell PWM lipo mod with the Colorado on top. And I'm vaping some DIY Skittles.
So that's a 4-cell lipo? Oh, that's like sex in the hand. That's just like, here, hold on, I'm gonna vape and jumpstart my car at the same fucking time.
What's worse is I got a single coil in here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Well, that's a big one, though. I mean,
I do believe
that's like a me coil.
It is a 22 gauge nichrome, dualed and infused with 34 nichrome, 10 wraps on a 6.5 bit.
Hey, hold on. There's my jig. 7.2. That's a 7.2 millimeter diameter screwdriver. That's what I use when I do big coils.
Oh my gosh.
I did that. Hey, I did a dual 7.2 in the Zathog RDA just to get flavor out of that damn thing. Dude, that thing was pulling what the fuck was it? It was like 7.6 volts at like 113 watts or some shit. It was like, oh. There was like no battery life left.
Don't mind me getting turned down some music that my kid put on.
Here, I'm going to try to minimize one window here.
Take note, the pillow on her chair. I'm a fucking unicorn.
That's right. I am.
Okay, so I think I can close that.
I should wear my unicorn thing.
Ah, I keep moving my camera the wrong way. Here, hold on. Ultra creepy. Ah. We could go way back, baby.
So why don't we really quick address the people that are in chat?
Yes, we have Mr. J. Jerry.
Experimental and also 200 and hammer
We
strawberry
have
ice.
Marcius, out evening. We have Crypto Marcius. So tell us, folks, we got Jay Jerry telling us what he's vaping. Let's hear some more. What kind of stuff are you all rocking tonight on this fine Sunday evening?
Some tasties, hopefully. Oh, man. Here, let's see here. Let's do this real quick.
So, while we're waiting for him to get some responses, I plan on ordering some Canadian-made stuff here soon. 12 monkeys wicked out for Harambe is the flavor.
Ah, some Empire Vape Co. stuff.
Yes, it is so fire. Oh my god.
I actually have... fuck, which one do I have? Some bitch.
Crypto Messiah has the Anarchist tube with the drop at a .098.
Nice.
Yes. I have 12 monkeys. What the hell is this one? Tropica. This is like a peach mango. My wife digs that one.
Harambe.
Okay, they corrected me. It's Marcius.
Ah. I hear Facebook.
Hey guys, I'm gonna switch to the computer. I'll be back.
Do that soon myself.
Yes, and please forgive the technical difficulties for the evening. We decided that we would just want to all stand on our heads all at the same damn time just because.
I was mid-transit. Sorry.
The funny part is like with the vape show, because Ken doesn't have a computer to do all the streaming from because he has his own paid Zoom room and he has usually his own computer to go from. So when Ken was doing it, it was all basically streaming straight from him, and then me and Michelle would just meet up with him. Well, the last vape show, it was streaming from my computer to Ken's channel in Washington, which I know is still on the internet, but streaming from my computer in Missouri to Ken's channel in Washington, but we were in the Zoom room from Philadelphia. So we were interwebbing the piss out of that fucking show. It was fun. Nice. And by the way, Kimmy, hi, how are you? Long time no see.
Hey, Jared, good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you back in your chair in front of the camera.
I know, it's been too long. I was in the shadows for way too long. 10 weeks feels like forever when you stop reviewing. I swear to God.
Mars.
Oh, my Lord.
I can imagine.
Well, okay, I mean, like, again, the mind-boggling numbers behind what I do with my channel really kind of breaks the head. Because not counting the 3 videos that I'm going to be putting up tonight, I've posted 940 videos in a year and a few months.
Wow.
Yeah, so October 2017 until February, so that's almost a year and a half. So 940 videos, plus I've got 3 going up tonight. So taking 10 weeks off, I mean, that averages out to basically, what, like 40 videos? You know? 40, 50 videos, something like that. It's like, oh, piss. Yeah, that was not fun. It was jonesing. So, chatters, I must ask, because we are streaming from my computer, am I drowning everybody out? Please be honest. If I am, I will turn my volume down.
We got the new DJ and Senkai Vapor in the house. What's happening on, fellas?
And I gotta plug in my phone.
Yes, the real Stevie J, I always have issues. You are not fucking kidding, brother. Oh, my Lord.
We live in Kansas City. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Dude, that's no shit, man. You got to be some kind of fucking crazy to live in this fucking town.
Right?
I mean, Christ, I'm in Independence, man. I mean, you got to be fucking, like, high just to even walk down the street in this fucking place. I mean, come on. We held meth capital of the world for 3 years running. You know, I mean, that's got to speak for something.
Crypto Messiah says, sounds even across the board.
Thank God I got my fucking my mic volume level right this time. You know how much of a douchebag I felt like when I was drowning out Mooch? I mean, like, Mooch is like the battery god. And every time he's talking, I'm sitting there leaning back from my mic and taking a vape, and all of a sudden, you can't hear Mooch. I'm like, I had no idea. Oh, shit. I sent him a message apologizing. I was like, dude, I am so sorry. That was the first time I've done that. He was like, oh, it's fine. It's just like, I felt like such a dick.
Whew.
Oh,
0.6 at 10 volts, hot, heavy, and so much flavor.
Dude, I just cannot get over that RDA. I mean, that is like, it's got to be one of the most ridiculous things ever made, but also like one of the most, you almost want to look at it and just be like, it will be mine. Oh, yes. You know?
I used to live in Niagara Falls.
When the Colorado first came out, I wanted to get one, but then I was hearing people say that the grub nuts were having some issues stripping.
Yeah.
But then someone informed me that the next batch they were coming out with, that issue was fixed. So when the next batch came out, I'd probably see what's my serial number here.
I'm gonna go grab my kitty very soon.
1,503.
Damn. What did they say the max on the run of that was going to be? Because I knew it was supposed to be fairly limited.
That I don't know for sure. I do know the first batch was like, I think only like a few hundred, like 300, 400.
Yeah.
But then the second batch was even larger.
Ah. Damn. Yeah.
You're gonna hear my kid in the background. Sorry, guys.
It's
kids.
What's funny as shit is that, like, right over here I have a mini fridge. It's always full of bottled water and a couple of pops, and every time my kid gets ready to go chill out and play on PlayStation, he always comes through and army crawls, even though you can't see the door that he's coming in. He comes in and he opens the door really quietly and he army crawls across the floor, and I'm like, dude, you don't need to do that. This isn't the old office. Nobody will see you. And he's like, I can't help it.
Oh, my kid, she's like trying to sneak her way in. She'll be coming to the corner. Okay, I'm gonna imitate her.
She's like, photobomb.
And she does this every time. Don't you even dare. Okay, give me a hug.
It's like those videos you see on YouTube of like paranormal activity.
Yeah.
A security cam, you see a figure just slowly leaning out of the corner.
I have a cat that likes to be held like a baby. Just so everyone knows. I have to get her out of her room. We're going to go on an adventure with me.
Oh, there we go. I fixed my damn camera. Okay. I have to remember, every adjustment I make is backwards, so it's like... It's kind of psychotic.
She got out of it again.
In case you're all wondering why the title of the show is We Are A Dysfunctional Family, that's basically all families, even the faith community at times. We're just family.
Shit, if we weren't dysfunctional, I don't know what we would be, you know? I really don't. I legitimately, I have no idea what we would be if we weren't.
I have a very dysfunctional family. I have a ton of fish. In my other tank.
I don't know. I have 5 kids.
I got 3 kids. I only got one of them.
Oh, this damn thing.
And I got like 3 furbos. Hi, Cookie.
You see, back in, I think it was like back in 06 or 07,
Come here,
the
Chunky.
Times studied that 65% of all American families are considered dysfunctional.
Come here.
That means we are the majority. We're the normal ones. It's the people that have the mommy, the daddy, the brother, the sister, the little white picket fence. Those people are the freaks, man.
This is my catty. Oh, she wants to go up on my shoulders.
Hey, I'm going to send Stevie the link. All
That's hurt.
right, Monster.
All right, go for it, man.
Stevie, link is sent, brother.
Yeah, I yet to know how to send Zoom link to somebody. I just know how to give them. I just give them the Zoom room number. And
Hey, man, as long as you open
That
Zoom,
works
you can type it
better
in.
for me. Any
Okay. Can we go?
Actually,
Wait.
I'm going to do something here. I'm going to try to turn my
'cause if
lighting
you
up a
send
little. There, I'm not so dark now. Thank God. Look like I was sitting in like a shadow.
Put
well,
the
at least your background ain't all black like mine.
Oh, hello, baby.
Okay, I have to ask, is it a bed sheet?
Nope, it's a real photo.
Damn. You see, you got to go back.
Muslin drop cloth,
You got to go back
yeah.
on my channel. Early in my channel, it was probably early to mid-November of 2017. We were trying backdrops and we were trying sheets, and I swear to God, there was a fold in the sheet that looked like a vagina above my head. I am not kidding you. It was folded. And so I did like this 12-second video. It was like one of the shortest videos on my channel. And I was like, this is our new backdrop test. This is called the rolling vagina. And I just shut the video off. And it was just like, everybody was like, what the fuck was that?
My cat was drooling on me.
This light above me is real bright, so if I were to stand up and just obscure just a tad.
My cat's drooling
Yeah.
on me.
Dude, if I turn my lights off, it's frightening. Like, it's dark as shit up in here. This is cold. Let's pray this doesn't make a lot of noise. Here, you want to see something disturbing?
better
Here's
now?
one light. That's one.
Are you telling me that you want some softy food? Well,
So what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do is I'm just gonna plug back in my LED.
Here, let's just do that.
Yeah, I have the same problem, Jared. I'm in the basement, so there's no windows, so it's like complete darkness when I come down here. But you know what you need to get? It's really cheap. I don't know if Walmart carries them out of season, but during the Christmas, they sell these really cheap like plugs that plug into your wall, and then you can plug other stuff into them.
Uh-huh.
And then it's on a remote, and you can turn off all your lights at once. So I have 2. I have one for like my computer and my camera,
Yeah.
and it's dedicated to that one. And then all my lights are dedicated to the other one. So all I have to do is push a switch and everything goes off.
Well, see, like I've got
It's made things so much easier when I pack up and leave the room.
I've got 2 20-inch soft boxes, which the switches are right above my monitor. But then I also have my little LED work light right here that you can barely see. And then I also have my table cam work light right here. So I've got
Yeah,
like, I have shit everywhere.
4, 5. I've got 8 lights plugged into that plug.
Uh-huh.
You just plug a big bar into the individual plug. Yeah, I've got 8 lights running.
And yes, my sexy table cam PVC pipe rig. Oh yeah, cost me like $13.
I love that. I love that. I wish I would have done that instead of buying this expensive ass tripod that gets in the way.
Well, look, I'll tell you right now, okay, this setup that I have, it literally, I think it actually costs about $16 or $17 to make, and I have all the exact dimensions, including the bolt size that accurately fits webcams and camcorders. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If anybody ever wants that info, just email me. I will give you the dimensions. It is cheap as shit to fix.
Technical goat.
Do what?
We gotta change your name to Jared the Technical Goat.
This idea was actually a really good buddy of mine. My buddy, he goes by Wise Dragon on or Wise Dragon KC on YouTube. But he's kind of like my techno nerd guy. I love him to death. He's like every time I break something, he shows up to fix it because I break shit a lot with computers. So he came down and he was like, dude, I saw something really cheap. He says, I know you're broke as hell right now. And he said, you've got 2 webcams and you're trying to use a tripod for one and it just ain't working. He said, I got a great idea. He said, I'll be right back. And he runs to Home Depot and he comes back with this long ass, like 8-foot piece of fucking PVC pipe and a bolt. And I'm like, what the fuck are we going to do with that? And he was like, I got an idea. And he pulls up this YouTube video of how to make this thing. And all he basically needs a drill and a screwdriver. And, you don't glue it. That way you can move it wherever you want to. It's lightweight. It completely breaks down. You can put it in a bag and take it wherever the fuck you want to go. It's like, this is great. This is like so much better than a tripod.
But you can't help but that when we have that one, is that when we're questioning about something, it's a little scary when we have that one friend that goes, I have an idea.
Right. Especially around here. When they go, if I have an idea, that's pretty much to hold my beer.
Famous last words. Yep.
Exactly.
Especially with Jared's friends.
Oh, yeah. You've talked to a few of my friends. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know Tony and Brian. Yeah.
I know the moment before I die, I'm going to look at somebody like, hey, hold my beer.
Yeah. Well, it's like, see, Stevie was a dick, okay? Because Tony is the one that donated the computer, but Stevie was the dick because he knew about it for like what, 2 weeks or so before they showed up with it, yeah. And he kept fucking teasing me with it. He was just like, I know something you don't know, and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And he says, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, why are you being a dick? And he's like, just trust me, you're gonna love it. And I'm like, okay. And then they showed up, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, and you freaked out on them for 2 days because somebody else was in your space. And
well, no. Dude, it was, oh my God. I lost my fucking mind because instead of using computer monitors, we used 22-inch TVs, and the resolution was like completely different from each TV, so nothing looked right. And of course, with my wonky eyesight, it fucked me up. And so like I felt bad because I like freaked out on Tony when he was here, and I was like apologizing to him for a week straight. I was like, dude, please do not take that personal. I was just getting stupid dizzy trying to stare at that. He was like, oh, okay, I get it. I was just like, I fell out of my chair trying to watch it. Okay, I was trying to watch a video and I was like,
I've seen you fall out of your chair over less.
Your brain just goes, I can't do this.
Yeah. Well, what's funny, okay, like the way that I got the nickname Goat, obviously not greatest of all time. I will never claim that. It was actually because of my ear problems. I was nicknamed the Feigning Goat because I would have blackouts and pass out for no fucking reason. And my friends are assholes. So, I mean, that was just their thing. Hey, yeah, you're the Feigning Goat. There you go. Get the fuck over it. So when I had my first corrective surgery, I stopped having blackouts. So then it just went to Goat. So it was like, when I started a channel, it was like quite a few people called me Goat anyway. So it was just like, oh, okay, cool. Vaping Goat. There you go.
Yeah. Tell them all what your friends call you now.
Well, usually dickhead, asshole, or shit munch. I take whatever names come their way. It's all right. I own my titles like a badge. I just wear that shit with pride.
I've been waiting for you to pop in because I got some questions for you.
What, for me?
Yeah.
Oh shit! What'd I do?
You've been out of the loop for so long. Monster Man, I don't mean to take over your show. Jared hadn't popped in for a while, and I hadn't got to ask him anything.
This show is for everybody. Everybody's on the panel is free to ask any questions to any other panel members, anybody in chat. So by all means, man, go for it.
Okay.
Hey, the title does say we are a dysfunctional family.
Oh, ain't that the truth? So in lieu of your absence for the past 10, 11, 12 weeks?
Yeah, 10 weeks, yeah.
What's your thoughts on all this advocacy stuff that's been coming out? All these different studies that have been coming out and what the FDA's been doing?
Money. I mean, so if you're asking aside from the obvious, I'm going to simply say that the best part of what happened is the news media outlets. However many people don't want to actually believe that, because news media outlets are completely full of shit most of the time, and we all know this. I mean, there's so much bias in the news media outlet as it is that it just proves itself time and time again. One side speaks for one, the other side speaks for the other. It is what it is. But when they all come out and say basically the same thing within about 12 hours of each other, that's a good thing for public opinion, because that is the one winning chess piece that the vaping industry has. If the FDA is left unleashed and just to do its fucking thing, then they're sitting there basically just front running for the House and front running for the Senate, and they're front running for the president, and they're basically just doing whatever the fuck they want to scare the hell out of people. If the public opinion goes against the grain of the FDA, then Scott Gottlieb's ass is on a hot plate. That's the only beautiful thing when all the news media outlets, like literally all of the mainstream news media outlets in the country, all pop in 12 hours and they all say, hey, studies just released after 10 fucking years, vaping actually is not as bad as the FDA is saying. That's a beautiful thing for the industry. Even though,
but then following right up with that, you have the guy who blows up and kills himself with a Mac mod.
Exactly. And see, now here's the hiccup. That's where the education on a grassroots level has to be in place. Okay, that's where the education at shops. That's where the education when you bump into another vapor. Especially if you see it's just a sub-ohmer. Educate the ones that are new to it. The pod system folks. I talk to them about what kind of gear they got. If they say, I got a Juul, that means, they don't know jack shit about what's going on, and there's nothing wrong with, if they got time, educate them. What's the one damn thing that we all have, that we can't ever get back? I say it in my videos all the time. It's time. If you spend your time wisely and invest it in the vape industry, you are doing nothing but helping to save the vape industry. The problem is so many people don't give enough of that time. So many regular people. It's not people on YouTube. It's not people in the advocacy groups. It's the people on the fucking streets that are walking into the vape shops. It's the people that go and kick it at vape parties, because that's becoming a newer thing. Fuck the cloud comps and all that bullshit. Like Brian, my buddy Brian, his Friendsgiving, it was basically a shit ton of vapors that showed up and clouded his fucking house out for 6 hours. That's literally all we did. We just compared gear and compared flavors, and it was a great time. But vape parties are actually starting to become more of a thing. It's those people, the people that are actually gaining the knowledge and that have the knowledge. It's that point in time that you get those people and you get it all together and kind of game plan. Okay, where can we go from here? Where can we make things better on a face-to-face level? How can we teach people the right way? That way you don't have stories like that poor bastard in Texas. You don't have somebody doing Lord knows what with a mech mod and blowing 3 inches of metal into his neck and slicing his fucking jugular vein. You don't have people blowing fingers off. You don't have people shooting RDAs into their fucking teeth. These are all things that are easily preventable if people are just willing to take that fucking time, that one piece of equity that we have in life, and just give it back into the industry to help people. That is advocacy. Fuck YouTube, fuck Instagram, fuck Twitter, fuck CASA, fuck all of it. It's every single person that vapes. That is advocacy in itself. If you
I've been saying that for a while, but we all need to come together and all kind of get on the same page, and we're not doing that. Everybody's not on the same page. Everybody's you're on sub-ohm tanks, you're over here. You're on pod system, you're over here. You're a hobbyist. Well, how far into the hobbyist side are you?
Well,
we've all got to come together as one. We can't have these cliques. We all need to work together as one.
Well, and okay, like the big question that was asked, I want to say it was a couple of weeks before I had to start my remodel. And it was while I was on the vape show. The big question was asked, when do we stop holding back? When do we stop? When do we step to the FDA's level and just get in everybody's face? And it's been a year ago, 2 years ago. Why are we even wearing gloves? The FDA sure as hell isn't. They're bare knuckle boxing the shit out of this shit. So why should we? Right. What the hell is wrong with fighting back the fire with that fire? They want to tell us time and time again of how bad things are. We have got proof of how good things are. So why not put that right in everybody's face? Put it in their face personally. It's hard to fucking avoid it when you're standing face to face with somebody. You'll get told no 10 times, but you'll get through to at least 3. Every time, guaranteed.
That's true. That's very true.
Damn, the vaping goat's it's all out tonight, folks.
Buddy, you don't know. Yeah, I can really get him rolling. I can get him started.
Dude, look, here, I'll say this, okay?
Here we go. He took the hat off.
Yeah, fucking hat's off. Fuck this bullshit. I'll say this. My first video, my first ever video was me driving my damn car talking about the vape community. And it was simply the stigma that the vape community has from the public image, because I was a fairly new vapor. I'd only been vaping for 4 or 5 months. And the stigma is that we're a bunch of douchebags that just like to blow clouds and we vape silly flavors and it's a bunch of stupid shit. And the problem is that in order to get past that stigma, you have to educate. You know, you have to, because once you are involved in this community, I don't give a fuck about all the clicks. I mean, the clicks are the clicks. They exist. They are what they are. Some reviewers hate other reviewers. Some advocacy groups hate other advocacy groups, and so on. It doesn't fucking matter. We're all still part of the same thing, you know? And at the end of the day, this community does something that I've never seen any other group ever do. And we all stand together when it matters. You know? When somebody's gear fucking dies and you're in a Facebook group and you're sitting there with 20 fucking mods and you know you're only using 4 of them and you're like, dude, I have seen posts from this guy. This dude is in a bad fucking way. His mod died or this lady's mod died. And you just want to make sure that they stay vaping and they don't go back to cigarettes. What do? You send them the fucking mod. You don't ask shit. You just say, give me your fucking address. Here you go. I have done it 3 goddamn times myself, and that was with shit that was given to me by companies, stuff to me that was donated by you know, subscribers, and I always hit the subscribers up and the companies up, and I say, look, I'm trying to keep a vapor vaping. Are you cool with this? And everybody's like, yeah, go for it, you know? You keep people vaping. That's what this community does. We stand with each other, and we always make sure that we, you know, well, I can't say always, but most of the time, we try so hard to make sure that that vaping experience stays pleasurable. Because if it doesn't, what the fuck is the point, you know? I mean, that's the end of it. What's the point? If we can't make sure that everybody is vaping safely and happy, why in the fuck are we doing this? That's my thought.
May I say Jared the Vaping Goat for president?
I've been saying that for a while.
My cat kind of stole the show here on me.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting attacked there a little bit.
She's like leaning right against me, and her ear went into my eyeball.
Holy fuck, it's hot.
Well, Monster Man, how are you enjoying that Colorado? I know you've been playing with it for the past couple of weeks.
I think I found the sweet spot, my friend. I think I finally found the sweet spot.
Oh, you mean that big-ass single coil you put in there that you couldn't even get cotton through, that you just had to pack the cotton around the outside wasn't the right build for that?
Nope, I went with a fused Clapton 22 with 34.
Hold on. I'm going to do some shit for you. How many wraps is that?
10, I think. Hang on, let me count.
Do you vape nichrome?
Yeah, nichrome majority of the time.
Okay. Because I'm going to do some bullshits for when you come down to my house.
Uh-oh. Y'all are going to actually get together?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to try to have him down this weekend, and that damn snowstorm hit over here. And yeah. I was supposed to go run a bunch of errands on Friday, and then 8 inches of fucking snow dropped in 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was like, well, that's not happening today.
Heard y'all are going to get another 9 inches of snow Tuesday.
Yeah, they're calling it. What's funny is one of the news media outlets was calling it the junkyard dog storm, because they're calling for 7 to 9 inches.
Oh, dude, I ain't kidding you. That snowstorm fucked my job up.
Oh, yeah.
Just in my department. My department. 400.
I can hear you now.
Ugh. Okay, so how many wraps is it?
Oh, he's done forgot again.
Monster.
All right, so sorry, my internet crapped out there for just a split second. So you froze there, Derek.
No, you're good. How many wraps is that coil?
10.
10. Okay, I'm gonna make an 11 wrap tri-core fuse Clapton for you.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
I got cat hair all over me.
I'm gonna leave it with long legs.
Videos?
Do what?
I was asking Kimmy if she was editing videos. She's always editing every time.
Yep.
Kimmy's always working.
Me.
Kimmy is always working. I ain't mad at her.
I've seen her in the point of an hour do like 6 downloads of fucking brothers.
Yeah, watching her do the download stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what's fun. I like that I can at least record part of my review while I'm in Zoom, so you guys kind of get to see the raw. You get like a behind the scenes of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, you just be glad you can't hear, or the people that you record that for can't hear. All
I disconnect. Yeah, I disconnect from audio because I don't want to hear what you guys are saying.
Oh, that'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Just be like, also, duck, duck, titty, 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 dick, dick, buck, buck. It'd just be like, what the hell was in that review?
I remember Friday night when I got on the Zoom and I was talking to you guys and I see her doing the download. The first thing I saw were her fucking claws. I'm like, oh God, I feel so bad for her boyfriend right now.
He likes them. They're good back scratchers.
Okay, we're up to 9 wraps.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some mic issues.
Dude, you're good.
You're okay. No, I don't even have a mic. I'm using whatever's on the camera, so. Hey.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Speaking
8,
of big
9.
coils, though, Jared, there's this one guy here. He's just a guy that show off crazy shit that he builds himself. Matthew Vandil, something like that. Makes his own PWM micro box mods, his own RDAs. I mean, he even has videos of him making these things. He made a 69.5 millimeter RDA and put, 15 wraps of 18 gauge around like a 1/2-inch bit.
Oh, no.
That's a Jared coil right there.
That's what I'm making.
I mean, that'd look good in that Zathog. Yeah.
So we were talking about educating earlier when I had mic trouble. Wanted to touch base. I learned a very harsh lesson. Sorry. Can't talk straight.
Now you're talking like me.
I'm stone sober.
So is he.
That's a bad day.
This past Thursday, I'm going to assume it was my own error. It was leaning up against something. I was running the Wotofo profile, and at one point, it had gotten turned up to 315 watts on the Maxo. I hit it at that and proceeded to taste metal for the next 7 hours.
I'm surprised you tasted anything.
It blew the coil.
Well, I bet.
I have pictures of it, and I'll post it up on Facebook here soon. But, oh, dude, step-by-step deconstruction. Right at one of the pinch points for the Wotofo, it clean cut through.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's like not only a mesh dry hit, that's just a oh, dear God.
So, lesson I learned, always check my wattage before I hit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get the little one to sleep. I will be right back. I'm going to be turning it on my computer.
Good night, Izzy Busy.
Can't hear you.
I know.
I'll call you.
Okay. Where's my phone?
I'll be back, guys.
I'll be back.
Jared, I think you're right. I think we're all going to have to come together as a community. We're all going to have to teach each other. Everybody's going to have to learn off everybody. But it's a huge process to get, 3 billion people in the United States on the same page that we are?
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that. I don't question that. I don't. You figure the conservative number right now is 13 million vapors, compared to the rest of the populace, so it really falls into the category of how do we teach, so many people with so few numbers? Well, effort, effort and willpower. That's really what it comes down to, and it's not saying that people are lazy. It's actually nothing of the sort. It's just a matter of getting your mindset to the proper way. You know, that's really the key. Once you get your mind set the right way, you can do anything. You know, you truly can. We are all. I'm not one of those people that I think that everyone's a beautiful snowflake and we're all special in our own way. I think that you're as special as you make yourself be. You know, I think that each one of us can be
I'm a special snowflake, damn it.
You know what I mean. But no, I'm not one of those that I think that everybody is just, you know, the most beautiful thing out there. I think people are capable of absolutely enormously wonderful things and absolutely horrific things. And it's simply a matter of what are you willing to do? You know, how far are you willing to take it? You know, that's really the posing question that the vape community has standing in front of it right now. Because I'm sorry, no matter how much advocacy groups help inform, they don't do anything for us. All they do is argue with each other. They want to argue about who's the better advocacy group. You know what? I don't give a fuck how many emails you send out. If you don't actually actively, you know, almost badger politicians, what the fuck good are you? You know, right. Well, here's an email address. You go do that. Well, motherfucker, you do it too.
To counter that, Greg Connolly was just in Connecticut sitting in on their hearing, and he does go to all of the hearings. Anytime there's a hearing on anything vaping related, Greg Connolly is there and in a seat and speaking on behalf of the industry. But he is only one man.
Exactly.
So you have valid points in that. We only have one man that's going to all of those. Now, we do have other people, like you have Jennifer Berger Coleman. She goes to a lot of the hearings as well. She's out there, feet on the pavement, talking to our representatives, and gathering a lot of the community, people that can't really necessarily go themselves. She gathers information from people and puts it all together in packets and presents it to the representatives. But you're right. Our voice is still obviously not loud enough.
Yeah, that's what two or three people out of 13 million. Could you imagine if just like 50,000 of us did the same thing out of 13 million vapors?
Yeah,
which is not a huge number out of 13 million vapors.
No, but it's enough to.
I mean, to be honest, Stevie, there's some people in the community I don't want going out there and speaking on our behalf.
Yeah, very true.
Like, we definitely need to treat it like a democracy and elect people to go. Like, we don't want anybody going.
Yeah. So
yeah, there's some people out there that not so sure about what all they have to say.
You'll need to when you come and get this thing. You'll need to give it a little pinch when you glow it because it's got a tiny little gap in it. But that is a 7.2 millimeter 11 wrap Nichrome 80 Tricor Fuse Clapton.
Pretty.
But then again, Kimmy, there's also people out there that we scream and yell and, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you get out here and say something? Because you're very well spoken and very articulate with your conversation. Why aren't you up there heading up the group? And most of the time it's like, I've got another job. I've got other stuff to do. You know, I really don't have time for that, you know, because it does take up a lot of time.
We definitely need to be pushing the companies. I'm a firm believer in it is not the consumer that needs to be putting money forward to fund these organizations or to lobby the politicians. It is the company's responsibility, and we really need to push the company. Somebody made a point, I think it was on Grim Green blog, he read a comment of the week, and they were talking about every time a vape company makes an oopsie, they should have to make a donation to CASA. Well, I would up that and say not just when they make an oopsie, but there should be an organization. And I know there's a couple small ones, but they really aren't getting talked about. I know Vape Tithing is one that works in a way to put a percentage of the money into like CASA or other advocacy organizations. But we definitely do like a big entity that collects money from all of these companies. Is like just a fee. Like, you want to be in the market of the United States? Well, here's what we're dealing with legislation in the United States, and you need to fund it if you want to sell your products in the United States. Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, if we don't raise the money, if we don't lobby the politicians, we're going to continue to see these regulatory movements to restrict our access to vaping products.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the NRA, and the NRA, all the major gun manufacturers are members of the NRA and help support the NRA and donate money to the NRA. We need the same thing to happen on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, I heard something really funny right after I got back from the remodel because people were asking me advocacy stuff because I'd been out of the loop. So I thought to myself, okay, I need to start reading up on what I've missed. I tried to keep up in my spare time, but I didn't have a lot of spare time. But the one thing that one guy said cracked me the fuck up, and he's out of the Philippines. He told me, he says, imagine if Smoke, every single time that they release a mod, if they had to donate 10% towards, lobbyists, towards a lobby for vaping in countries that are in dire need of it. Can you fucking imagine the amount of money that would flow towards helping vaping?
Would you consider that kind of an advocacy tax? 10 cents from every sale go towards advocacy?
Yeah, but the problem is like companies themselves, they wouldn't be able to do it because then they would be taxed for it. They would they'd be taxing. They would actually get taxed a separate tax, not only for the device, but then for what the it's kind of like YouTube does with monetization. I mean, you're going to do this for this. Well, then we're going to tax you for that too. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. If every, not just Smoke, but just every vape company gave, whether they're a juice company, a brick and mortar, vape manufacturers, anybody, just gave, 5 cents of every sale to advocacy.
Oh yeah. Oh, the amount of money would be immense. I mean,
yeah, and you don't even have to let the general public know about it. The store owner, he takes 5 cents of every sale and sends it to advocacy, or the mod maker, he takes 5 cents from every sale and sends it to advocacy, and the general public wouldn't even have to know about it. You wouldn't even know that you were paying for the advocacy to keep your right to pay.
Yeah, the funny thing is that as bad as things are here, okay, and shit, just from the jurisdictional level, not the federal level, because the federal level is trying to pull their own shit. We all see that wide open and clear. But just from the jurisdictional state levels alone, each state is at will to do whatever the fuck they want to. They are at will to basically throw any bill, any new ordinance they feel like throwing. And most of the time, it doesn't even have to go through a public vote. 90% of the time, they can just put it straight through the House or the Senate or both of the state. And then it basically gets voted on by the guys who are being funded by Big Pharma and Big Tobacco and whoever else is throwing money in their pockets. So the general public doesn't even get an opportunity to change it. Right. So like Washington, Ken posted it in his group and my group and a couple other groups, the bullshit that Washington's trying to pull, and it's just like, my God, 95% tax on vaping products, no flavors whatsoever, 21 plus age, including military. It's like, Jesus, man, and I mean, granted, the state side is bad, but then you take the one moment and you think of Australia.
Oh, yeah, Australia is getting hammered right now. Not just South Australia. It's moved all across the country now.
Yeah, federal government on Australia is starting to consider what South Australia started. And if it happens, the fucking entire vape market in Australia is dead. I mean, there's not dying. It will be dead.
Well, I know some people in Australia that are already making plans to move their operations to New Zealand.
Yeah, which is smart, because New Zealand, out of all the countries out there, New Zealand has got probably the best game plan whatsoever in regards to vaping and tobacco. They intend to make their country completely tobacco-free by no later than 2023.
But
I mean, now that's a game plan.
On the other hand, though, New Zealand at one point, last year or the year before, was at the same point that Australia is at right now. Yeah. They had bans on nicotine. They had bans on everything.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and all it takes is this. And I know that it will be an unpopular thing to say, okay? It'll be an absolutely unpopular thing to say because some people don't like the guy, and I really don't give a shit because his point is valid. You look at the UK, okay? The UK, when they were under, the European Union laws, the TPD and the TRPR smacked down like a fucking hammer across the entire UK. Even though it was mostly European Union law, they just rolled it right in. Okay, so the UK just got nailed with it. And instead of doing groups like CASA, instead of only focusing their advocacy groups on emailing your representatives, they went in just like fucking garrisons of people straight to the doorstep, of their houses of parliament. And they were like, no. No. But and I mean, those were the advocacy groups not arguing with each other. They actually got together and said, no, look, it's either we lose a fucking industry and we see people get hurt by this, or we step the fuck up and we fix this,
Right.
and that's where this country is at right now. That's where Australia is at even more so right now, is that if people don't band together and step the fuck up and really, really start owning this, it could go sideways in a really, really bad way. So.
There we go.
But there's still hope.
Oh, there is. There's always hope.
Yeah, there's always hope. I don't know. I just feel like people are too busy fighting the stupid things that are going on with our federal government on top of everything else to not even have to worry about vaping right now. I mean, my God, we're going after farting cows again.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was over in the late '90s, but I guess we're doing it again.
Too many cattle.
If I hear a damn tree hugger telling me to eat vegetables because a cow flashed into the ozone, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. I'm eating the damn cows. You're fucking off.
My cow eats your dinner. Get fucked.
Yeah. But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that we in the United States are fighting, and this is not downgrading the fight that the vape community has at all.
No,
it's just there's a lot more important things that our people are fighting about right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, fucking without doubt.
Yeah.
I
mean, this is super important. This can save people's lives, but we're also talking about a bunch of people who voted themselves a pay raise and then shut down the government.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's all one big chain reaction. One thing happens and something else is going to happen. Then another thing happens. It's a domino effect.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like I said, what matters most, okay, is that the ass in the seat. Okay, that's the thing you have to remember. Okay, when you look at the government, it doesn't matter what position they hold, whether it's state, whether it's local, whether it's federal, whether it's the fucking president, whether it's just part of the cabinet. It doesn't matter. Their ass is in a seat. They want to stay in that seat. Okay, so the only thing that you can do is threaten to take the seat away from their ass. That is where things change, and the issue is that that's how public opinion affects what goes on in vaping. If you get enough public opinion swayed toward a positive light in vaping, enough constituents are going to look at their reps and basically tell them, get fucked. What are you doing? You guys are being assholes. And then guess whose seat is really on the line? Gottlieb. And I agree with Vaping with Vic on one thing specifically. Scott Gottlieb is specifically a meat shield. Okay, yes, he has his agendas just like everybody else. He has money that he wants to make, like anybody else. Okay, but he's basically just been told, look, go stir the pot. We're going to sit back and pass laws. You just start it. That's what he's doing. That's all he's doing. The people who we have to focus on are the ones behind him. It's not just old Scotty the Body. It's everybody sitting behind him waiting to pass the shit. Those are the people that you got to focus on, because Gottlieb himself has a lot less power than a lot of people think. He can preach and speak all he fucking wants, but at the end of the fucking day, the House and the Senate still have to push it. Right. And if you don't threaten the seat that their asses are very comfortably placed in, where are you going to get? That's just the truth of it.
Did it surprise you when you came back? When you came back after your hiatus to find out what all had been going on in advocacy and what all hadn't been going on?
No, sadly, no. I was hoping to see more improvement than what I saw, but it didn't surprise me. Because the problem is that, again, like you, especially of most people, know how insane my timelines were of trying to finish this remodel. Oh yeah, I'll have it done in 4 weeks. Stupid me. But at the end of it all, I knew that The last week of January was the week that the 10-year tests had to be released. You know, not just in the U.S., but in the U.K., in the European Union, and in everywhere who started the testing. They all started back in 2009. You know, so, and they all started at the beginning of 2009. The very beginning of the year is when they started their 10-year tests. So those test results had to come out. And unless somebody decided to forge documents, we already knew what the test results were going to say. All they had to be was just placed in the right hands for the public to see. So it didn't surprise me to see news media outlets dropping, you know, a bunch of information of positivity. The problem is that positivity now needs to be swayed to the governmental side, which right now the government is still receiving enough money that they don't give a shit.
Right.
You know, that's the hiccup. The comfortable ass in the seat, because that ass is sitting on a wallet that's got a lot of money flowing into it. You know, if you threaten that seat, minds are going to change. That's just the truth of it.
But how do we go about threatening that seat? Because if the companies won't step up, and the community, I mean, basically all of the community that knows what's going on with advocacy and everything is already stepping up, but there's just not enough of us. What do you see us?
That's where the grassroots side of it has to come into play. That's the point. That's the step, the next step in the positive direction that has to happen. People have to be boots on the ground. You know, people have to be in the face of people, not just sending emails, because I'm sorry, emails only go so far. You can hit spam, you can hit block, you can hit delete. You know, if you have someone sitting in your fucking office refusing to leave until you fucking speak with them, that makes a hell of a lot more of an impression. You know, if you have people standing on your doorstep informing you that what you're doing is wrong, that is a hell of a lot more, that's a hell of a lot harder to ignore. You know, it's harder to ignore a physical presence than it is an electronic. And at the end of the day, our lifestyles, everybody's lifestyles, I don't care who you are, everybody's lifestyles is on the internet. We are. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. We're all talking to each other from different parts of the country, different, you know, from another country. You know, I mean, we're all talking to each other from different parts of the areas. You know, it's not like we can just walk outside and be like, hey, there you are. You know, no, I mean, come on. I mean, me and Monster are like, I think the closest people to each other, you know, yeah. Everybody else is scattered, you know, I mean, like me and Ken talk all the time, and Ken's in fucking Washington out by Seattle, you know, but that's what life has turned into, is an electronic lifestyle. And that's the one thing, that's how you flip the script on them. You don't make it an electronic lifestyle. You make it an in-your-face lifestyle. You make it a physical lifestyle. You make it an inignorable, immovable object that they simply cannot ignore. If you can do that, you can threaten the ass in the seat.
Well, you bring up a very good topic, because we had a big discussion about this a couple of days ago. And I think Kimmy was involved with the conversation too, about this digital lifestyle we're spending. And is this what we're doing with Zoom and everybody talking from different parts of the country, this new electronic lifestyle, is this the new norm?
Oh yeah.
To be able to do this.
Yeah. Yes. Truth be told, I find I'm one of those people, just like with vaping, when I changed from smoking to vaping. I smoked for 21 years, thought it was, you know, just, you know, it was the shit. You know, it was just the way to be. That's how life was. It's what I knew. It was my habit. When I changed and I went to vaping, it was the new step. It was the step from dial-up, you know, to you know, Cat 5 line. You know, it was that next step in the chain of evolution. Something better, something safer, something more sound, something more solid. The internet lifestyle itself, the web lifestyle in itself, it damages in one way, and one way only, and it takes away the physical presence. Okay, it takes away the community, the actual physical community and the actual physical nature, in order to really just have that face-to-face conversation and sit down and not just be able to just hit a button and close away. No, you have to actually know how to be around people. You know, you actually have to have a personality other than on camera, you know. But the electronic lifestyle at the same time gives you the opportunity to do what we're doing now. You know, I can talk to a guy on the East Coast. I can talk to a guy in Australia. I can talk to a guy in Philippines. And it's a person that in any other lifestyle, I would have never had an opportunity to do. You know, I would have, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know all these people that I know now that I respect so goddamn much. You know, I have the utmost respect for the web lifestyle as long as you do it responsibly. That's the thing. If you envelop your entire life into the web, you lose so much of yourself. But if you apply just the right pieces in place, you can gain so much. So it's a matter of that proper balance. That's just my opinion.
Well, T-Cat and Sal, yeah, I saw you all commenting on what I said. What do you guys think?
Well, considering she and I are in a relationship, long distance, we've had our one-on-one interactions, but to help our relationship, we've used Facebook, Zoom, YouTube, one app, Rabbit, for movie nights.
See, that's
and we do a lot of gaming.
yeah, but see, that's responsible interaction. You know, that's healthy interaction. You know, irresponsible interaction is like, you know, what kids do today. They get on YouTube. They watch YouTube for 8 hours fucking straight, watching, instead of playing a video game themselves, we want to watch somebody else play a video game. Because it's more entertaining, because they scream and they yell and they, you know, and they freak out when they die. You know, it's.
Hey, I do that.
Well, there's, but again though, here's a question for you: do you moderate yourself, or do you just do it for 12 hours at a time?
I have been known to do 12 hours of YouTube bench. That's why I was like, oh shit, he's talking about me. No, I don't do that. It's not an everyday occurrence, but easily 12 hours on YouTube, I can get lost in YouTube videos. I love YouTube. I watch all different genres of YouTube videos, different types of videos, gaming channels, vlogging channels, drama, celebrity drama channels. Just I watch it all.
Yeah, well, and see, I look at it this way. Like, I remember when the Atari came out. Okay, I know that's gonna make me sound a bit old, but you know, I remember when the Atari came out, and all of our parents were like, "This is gonna brainwash our children. We have to limit this. This is going to kill their eyesight. You know, it's going to melt their brains. You know, this is not good for our kids." And then Nintendo came out, and then, you know, Sony started their bit. You know what I mean? And all these different, you know, Sega started their crap. Everybody started having game systems, and then it became the norm. You know, and then the upgrade went from there. And it just, everything always progressively upgrades. Look at cell phones, man.
Yeah,
every 3 to 6 months, we always have a new cell phone, you know? I love your fucking name.
This is how much of like,
oh my god, you sexy son of a bitch.
Game system family we are.
Are you a ginger?
Oh my god. Ken, now I want to. If you weren't in Washington, I would lick your rusty nip. Okay? I swear to God, just because that's your fucking name on here. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with healthy electronic lifestyle growth. You know, there isn't. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but there has to be limitations. There has to be that point that all of us, you know, that lived in the 80s.
Structure, just like with any hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way I look at people. I mean, there are people that are very anti-video game, but if my child had a hobby, if they had if they played football, if they played baseball, like there's a limited amount of that hobby that you want them to spend, and that, you know, it's like a pie chart. Percentage of your life is this, and the other percentage is this. As you become an adult, it's work. Like you have to work. As a child, it's school, and you know, it's doing your chores, cleaning your bedroom, things like that. It's always about moderation. Whatever your hobby is, whether it's online gaming or playing games in general. You know, as a YouTuber, like I really have to structure my life. Like all weekend long, I sit down here nonstop and edit videos. I don't go out to the movies. I don't go out with friends. On the weekends, it's work. I get all my vape reviews recorded and edited, so I have several videos throughout the week. Because during the week, Monday through Friday, I'm in mom mode. I'm taking care of kids. I'm running back and forth to appointments, to after school activities. I'm doing all of those things that, you know, if I were to throw my YouTube stuff in the Monday through Friday, I would be sacrificing something else that is a responsibility and something that I should be taking care of.
Yep.
And it's nice. Both my kids are teenagers, so on the weekends, they're face glued in their video games, because Monday through Friday, they're not really allowed to play video games a lot because of school. So on the weekends, they binge play video games and watch YouTube, and I binge record video.
But see, you structure a healthy lifestyle. You know, that's where the web life is fine. You know, it really is. It's when you just immerse yourself in it, and when you cut yourself off from society, when you cut yourself off from, you know, the one thing that we are, human beings. We all need interaction. You know, that's how we survive. That's how we grow as a people. You know, we have to have interaction with one another. Physical interaction.
That's what I have Zoom for. That's my physical interaction with people. It's like, I need to be human today. Let me find other humans to talk to.
We must have physical interaction. Yes, physical interaction. There we go. Right there. There we go.
Ooh, finger
E.T.
I
phone
just
home.
got the finger Jared.
I think I just got poked in the eye, Kimmy.
Sorry, I got excited. That was me, not Kimmy.
Yeah, I get all my social interaction at work because I'm a hairstylist, so it's like.
Oh yeah, goddamn, yeah.
You're a therapist. You're not a hairstylist. Yeah. If you work in any kind of like that, you're a therapist. You hear problems all day long.
I was about to say, yeah, stylists. You guys are like psychiatrists and you know, like in the times.
Oh, we're the ultimate entrepreneurs. So, like, when I get home, it's like, okay, I want to digress. Everything leave me alone. I'm going to play video games. I'm going to go on the webs. Electronics, 100%. And society does not, you know, exist anymore.
That's all right. Everybody got to have their way to get out, you know?
Exactly.
What's going on, Ken?
I miss having a computer.
Oh,
Oh, piss.
Well, Ken, what's going on with all the advocacy stuff in Washington right now?
Shit. We're waiting. All this is we're waiting. They had the hearings.
my laptop hates me.
Some people are hiring advocate lawyers and trying to change their minds and do some things. And we're going to see. Personally,
I think my brother's trying to get a hold of me.
I don't think that the flavor ban is going to go through, but the possibility of a tax and the 21, yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, a big goddamn mess.
My driveway is filled with ice. It's all ice. That's all it is.
Yeah, I cleared mine last night.
I'm trying to.
I cheat. I have a 4-wheeler with a snowplow on it.
Monster Man was actually witnessing me sliding down my driveway.
Oh, nice.
You can see her run. She looked like Sonic the Hedgehog trying to build up his speed. You can just see her legs going, but she ain't moving.
I was just trying to get stuff out of my car.
You're like one of those bad Facebook videos doing like the crazy Michael Jackson choreographed moves, getting to your car.
Hey, Jared, do you think you can adjust the windows? Because apparently people are saying in chat that Ken looks like he's cut in half.
That would be very...
Yeah, you're cutting him off with the chin on YouTube.
Damn it. Hang on. Oh, piss. Oh, piss. Sorry. My fault. There we go. We got Ken. We got a Ken. Sorry, dude. See, now everybody can see your name. It's the best fucking Zoom room name ever.
I don't know. He's come up with some pretty good ones.
One man, one rusty nip.
I have to restart my laptop. I hate my laptop sometimes.
Well, Ken, I'm glad to see you got out of your driveway. You were stuck at the house for a while.
Dude, 6 fucking days, man. It was crazy as shit.
Yeah, well, you sent all the damn snow my way with more coming.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You offered to take it off my hand.
Hey, I don't mind the snow.
Well, there was that one time, Sal, when we were coming back from T-Cat's house, and about half of the Michigan drive was all black ice on the highway.
Yeah, that was Michigan. Fuck Michigan.
70 miles, 70 miles through Michigan at 30 miles an hour.
Sounds about right.
Right there at the Southern Great Lake. Oh, ooh.
See, I drove from the Missouri-Iowa line on I-35 all the way to, Dubuque, Iowa, on nothing but like a foot of snow in a frickin' 84 Camaro with a V6. It took me 11 and a half hours. That was a bullshit drive.
You did grow up in the 80s.
Yes, I did.
Camaro.
Yes, I did, dude. Bitchin' Camaro.
There you go. That's some old school stuff right there.
Yeah, hey, now hold on. 3.8 liter with a posi.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a young buck out of all y'all. I'm only 23, going on 24 next month.
Hey, I just hit 39, man. I feel
y'all are making me feel old.
Jared,
hey, you know what? It's not a matter of feeling, brother.
It is when you're alone because you can only feel yourself. So I feel 45 every day.
put on your hand. Put on your hand. Do the stranger.
I was waiting for one day as Stevie over waking up and just being certain, get off my lawn.
Young whippersnappers, get off my lawn.
I don't even have a lawn, but you need to get off it.
Yeah. Could be out there. Get away from my truck, you fucking prick.
I say that on the daily anyway.
I know.
You know that.
America's Most Wanted. I'm going to call the coppers on you.
Hey, you wouldn't believe, being a truck driver, how many people I actually see out there that look like people from America's Most Wanted.
Oh, shit.
I'm telling you. I've been tempted to pick up the phone and make a phone call a couple of times.
Just go to South Kansas City. You'll find a few good candidates.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing till you've been to West Memphis, Arkansas. Woo! That place is rough. Scary rough.
Northern Nashville, West Memphis, East St. Louis.
St. Louis
South
in general.
Kansas City.
Detroit. I'm going to tell you right now, Detroit.
Yeah,
Inside the city limits. Now, outside the city limits, beautiful, lush, nice suburban houses, $1 million houses, really nice area. Once you cross them city limits, woo,
hold on.
That place is bad.
Hold on. Southeast Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, South Chicago's rough, too.
Dude, that's some rough bullshit. Like, okay, my dumb ass, when I went out to the Cleveland Clinic for my ear the first time, I came back I-80. Drove right into Chicago. I'm like, hey, man, we'll see Lake Michigan. No big deal. I didn't know shit about Chicago, okay? I'm driving through that motherfucker in a GMC Yukon going, we are going to die.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are going to shoot me and steal my shit.
Yeah.
See, man, this is why you got to pay attention, because on the south side of Chicago, there's the baddest man around. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown.
Brown, Leroy Brown.
Jesus Christ.
Look like Kimmy dropped out.
Ruh-roh.
That's all right. We still got our window at least.
I'm here. I just gotta go take a potty break.
Oh,
yeah.
She said, let's go make pee-pee. See, now in the Midwest, as some people don't realize, like you go into the South Midwest, so you go into Arkansas, northern Tulsa, even like southern Illinois, even western Tennessee, you'll get what's called the inspirational moment. That's also what Kimmy's doing right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I classify that as a head call.
Right. Well, it confuses the piss out of people. It confuses the piss out of people because you just tell them, I'm having an inspirational moment. And they're like, what the fuck you talking about? I've been inspired to piss.
You know what the best nation in the world is?
What's that?
Your nation.
All right, y'all. I hate to do this, but I got to bounce out. Monster Man, thank you for having me. Jared, good seeing you again. Good to meet you, Kate, T-Cat, and Sala, and Ken. What's up, brother?
How's it going, Stevie? Of course, as soon as I get on, you got to bounce out. This thing has so much sexiness.
My pizza's ready. I got to go get it out of the oven, man. I don't want to just leave dead air here where I'm supposed to be. No.
You're not Kimmy?
No. I was going to tell Kimmy I hope everything comes out all right, but
It's
everybody
okay.
have a great night. We'll see everybody later.
See you, Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie.
My laptop is being a jerk.
Okay. I know I said I'd post the pictures on Facebook, and I semi had them up earlier. Forgive me on that. But share photo gallery. So the picture I had up earlier was this one of just taking the cap off the Wotofo, and it's pretty well destroyed. I mean,
it looks like the mesh became a part of the cotton.
Pretty much.
He took a welding class.
I wish. But you can actually see where it melted and shot out on there. Give me the pen.
See, that's what happens when I weld. It looks like that.
Oh,
I'm like the worst welder ever.
Yeah, you can't zoom in. Okay, is that the sound of a fish tank or is that the sound of Kitty King? I just want to make sure that I'm hearing.
Fish tank. Fish tank. It's Kitty.
Yeah,
T-cat.
sorry.
Kimmy has a really large bladder. If that's
What?
I want to right in there.
I'll do that right now.
What? It's not posting my highlights.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. There he goes.
There.
Okay. Right in there.
Yeah, it looks like it just boiled the mesh.
Right. I then... Shit. Wrong button. Button.
That's what she said.
Come on. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Here we go. Back to that. Share photo gallery. Peeled it back.
Oh, Jesus.
As I said, it cut right along the line there.
Oh, man. Loads of fun. Yeah, I mean, I bet that was like sucking on Satan's asshole.
Yes, it was not fun at all.
They
And
should be
all
like-
I did
Yeah.
from the picture before to this one was removed the cotton
Ken.
and freaking rotated it up. No, it was painful. I'll stop share because Ken's having too much fun playing with himself.
He says, I didn't do nothing. Nothing at all.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I wasn't complaining. I was just saying you were having fun playing with yourself.
Don't we all? Oh,
Sometimes.
man.
You have fun with me playing with myself.
That's a lot of man to be playing with.
Oh. So I officially lost 30 pounds. Pretty happy about that.
What are you down to?
251. I was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or 30 pounds. 30 pounds. I just said 50, didn't I? 30 pounds. Yeah. Dude, it's been a fight. Oh, been a fight.
I probably found that 30 pounds.
You
I
were
could
stuck
use
in
to
your
find
driveway,
it.
dude. Or you were stuck in front of the house.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. Given some of the stuff you and me have talked about, I bet. Like, D-Zam.
Like the last stream you did while you were still stuck in your car, I can see your fucking eyes just twitching. You're like, yeah, he's going stir crazy.
He's like, I'm about to rotate my damn tires just so I get a little traction. Shit.
Yeah, my tires were completely bald. I had to drop $600 that I couldn't afford on new tires.
Damn.
So what, were they all bald?
Yep.
Oh, piss. I was hoping it was just the front ones. Maybe you get lucky just to rotate them and get by for a minute.
Well, 55,000 miles on the original tires, so it's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. I didn't know they was the original tires. I figured with all the Uber you were doing, you'd had already replaced them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 55,000 miles ain't bad,
Nah.
but they balled out at a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Fucking tires.
Jesus Christ. Piss.
You know, sometimes I feel like tire places should be like a NASCAR pit road to where all you gotta do is just pull in, tell them what you want, and just go.
That'd be awesome.
See, depending on the company you work for, I used to work for Firestone for a while, and they once a year, if you were picked by your store, you would go to the like the zone convention. So they'd send like a couple of techs from every store to the convention, and I got picked one year for the tire rodeo. So basically, they give you 4 rims, 4 tires, and whoever got them done the quickest, and you had to dismount, mount, balance, the whole shebang, ready to put it on a car. Whoever did it the quickest got $200. And I came in second. Boy, was I pissed. I was like 2 seconds off of winning. I was like, ah!
Apparently, you don't handle your nuts well enough.
Hey, luckily I didn't have to put them on the car. It was just a machine.
Oh.
That's when you need one of those special drill bits that NASCAR does have, where you can just go.
No shit. Just one big hub nut. Wow! Fuck off. I'm done.
Oh, I should see the ones at work. It's literally all the nuts in one machine. You just pull the trigger once.
Yep. What are you on, assembly line?
I work with Monster Man.
Okay, what? Clay Como?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Yep. I've done the tour up there. I've seen those. Those are pretty cool, actually. See, like most people are going to be like, Clay Como, what the fuck is he talking about? And I'm going, I know.
Very few people understand.
Yeah.
I just work at a call center.
We got the voice for it.
That creamy.
It's like, how can I help you today, you sexy beast?
No.
That's where I can see Kimmy down there just melting away, just hearing the voices.
Ken can talk to me all night long.
Hey-oh.
I have before too. We've talked to like what, 2 or 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
See, and I always say that I have the runner-up voice. Like, some people are like, oh, you and Ken have the same voice. I was like, no. No, Ken has that super deep Barry White DJ, I'm going to make your panties fall off from 50 feet away voice. You know, I got the voice that, you know, it's a couple hundred yards, you know, and it might work.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what, man.
No,
I got that panty fall off thing.
problem with voice for me, Jared, is it's too native to me. You've got the southern accent in there. Ken doesn't. He has that Washington accent, so it's different. The southern, I'm like, it's like talking to the guy, you know, right down the road from me. It's a little weird.
She's just like, oh, so you're just another motherfucker. Get fucked. I'm all right with that.
I've heard T-Cat cuss out somebody in French, and it scared the shit out of me.
Dude, now hold on. Now, French people cussing, like when you go full-blown angry French cussing, it's a frightening thing at times, okay? It really is. But I dare you to trump a pissed-off German. Oh my God, they sound like they're speaking like Mordor or some shit.
Germans sound angry when they're talking normal.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When they get mad, it's like, oh God.
It sounds like a very angry language. You never know. Are they mad? Are they excited? Are they sad?
See, people
get sure
that's the fun part.
Yeah, see, well, like I get shit for it, but I actually listen to German opera, like old, you know, like Mozart and, you know, Beethoven and all that. When they actually did German, you know, not very many did because the language sounds so angry. But I listen to it to try to pinpoint if they're pissed or not, you know. So it's like, yeah, this is like a new game, man.
I'm Celtic. We'll piss off Germans, Frenches, just for the hell of it.
Well, you see, the thing with the Germans, though, is you got to remember, it's a very, very hard language to get correct because you have to roll the R's, but it's also a guttural R at the same time. So when you're talking German, it's not like, oh, well, hey there, buddy, guten Tag. No.
Guten Tag, mein Freund.
Yeah. And, you know, it's more of a, like, I think the word "my love" is actually really beautiful in German. It's mein Liebchen.
Liebchen.
Yeah, Liebchen. And it's, sorry, my great grandmother, 100% German. So, like, I'm pretty sure on both sides of my families we were allies and the Nazis.
Yes, but when you say "I love you" in German, it's hard and it's awkward.
Yeah.
Ich liebe dich.
It's still hard. You described it perfectly. It's a very like hard, abrupt language.
But when you have the German people and they're talking the English, It's almost sexy. It's the way that they talk. It's how do you say? No.
I just think every time I hear German accents, I think somebody's about to give me a lobotomy or something. That's really bad. That's awful to say, but it's just that stereotype is in there.
Comics have ruined us, but it's great.
Yes.
Well, it's like the only thing, I guess the one thing you could give Germans is that their language is exceptionally punctual. You know, like, no matter what they're saying, it's just like as direct as it gets. Like, there's just no bullshit in it. You know?
You say that, but if you were to set up English the way German sounds, it's like you're talking Yoda.
Yeah. And that's the way a lot of different languages are. The English are we're just backwards. We don't even realize it. We're backwards because every other language, their structure is so different. And it's very consistent across the board along other languages, the way they structure their sentences. And here we are, we just mess it all up with our crappy English.
Well, that's because we have the bastardized English. We do not speak proper Queen's English.
That's true too.
Because when you speak
son of a bitch.
English, everything is enunciated correctly. But it also depends on where you come from too. Because I mean, if you ever watch My Fair Lady,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I got one thing to say. I'm American with Celtic blood, so fuck off, will you?
Sounds like a young Chris there.
No, it just as Americans, we just think we own everything, so we think we can do everything. We're just like, you know, I mean, it's the truth. If you look at how we break down our language, you know, just the different like levels of dialect, you know, the different accents that we all have across the country. Each part of the country fucks the language up just a little bit more, you know. Like, and me being Southern, I'm like, we're the worst. Aside from those in like Louisiana. Like, you go down into the bayou, you can't understand half the shit that's coming out their fucking mouth because it's like 5 different languages rolled into one.
Well, it's also because they're lacking a few teeth there too. So.
Well, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did. Like, I met this straight up Creole old man, and this dude was one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and I understood about 8 words that came out of his mouth about every paragraph.
That's the way my neighbor is.
Yeah, it's just like
neighbors that I have. Whenever in the South, we're all very friendly people. So yeah. I walk out to my mailbox. If he's driving down the road, he stops and wants to talk to me for 15 minutes. But for that 15 minutes, I'm just nodding.
It's almost like it's almost like talking to Boomhauer.
It is.
Yeah. Like all
I can think is Boomhauer.
Yeah, like all you hear is howdy. You're like, well, the fuck? I heard one goddamn word out of that. What the fuck did you just say?
I don't know what you're saying to me.
Yeah.
I'm one like it.
You like to see homos naked?
Right. Yeah, actually, there was a tow truck driver that I worked with for a while. We actually went and we had a vinyl cut for his door that actually said Boomhauer because every time he got sent to a wreck, he sounded, I shit you not, sounded just like Boomhauer because all you'd hear is, "Hey man, my tow truck." It's like, what the fuck? Do you need to slow down? And he's like, all right, here we go. There's a Ford Taurus on the shoulder, blah, 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 tow truck. Oh, fuck me. Okay, whatever. Just go get the damn car. Jesus Christ.
Like the squirrel from Hoodwink.
Yeah, exactly.
With the coffee.
I got a question for Miss T-Cat here. Now, I know you are in America's Attic.
Damn.
Okay, so look at it this way, okay? If we take a look at North America as a whole, Canada would be America's attic. The USA is kind of like the midriff. That's a slutty midriff. Sometimes part of it's covered, some of it's not. And then Mexico, which is like...
The colon.
Well, I wouldn't call it colon. I'd call it the boot. But, so with that being said, are you in or from Quebec?
Yeah.
She said no?
Correct.
Okay. Do all Canadians hate all Quebecs? Like all Quebecians, or however it's pronounced? Because I fucking can't stand them.
It's Quebecan.
Oh, Quebecan. Oh,
Key. Anyways, we don't like them as much because they are a little full of themselves. But there is some Quebecans that are actually pretty cool. They're born there, came here, and they hate themselves. Like, hate pretty much everybody else over there and love everybody else in Canada.
So you only have that one piece of blame Canada then, right? Just that one.
They want to okay. So a while back ago, they wanted to separate themselves and call themselves True Canada.
I would have let them.
Every other province said nope, because they control all of our money and everything.
Oh.
Well, that's just lovely.
Okay,
right.
So here's what you do. So Quebec, aside from like, you know, Justin Timberlake from the movies when he does his Quebecian accent.
Which he sucks.
Yeah. Here's what you do. Okay, Quebecians.
Sorry, my OBS is giving me fits. I'm having to fix the screen.
They're Canadian, but they're French Canadian. As we all know about the French, they do not like to fight. So what the provinces need to do is they need to go and invade Quebec, take all the money out to where Quebec does not control the money, and then let them secede.
I love the accent.
Either just be baguettes and stale coffee.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Timmy's is not bad.
Which was actually made in Hamilton, which is in Ontario. So it has nothing to do with Quebec.
Get more than this good coffee, though.
And baguettes is actually from France, not from Quebec. Poutine is from Quebec.
Poutine's pretty good too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fuck it. You can always just say that Quebec stole it from you. That's how it goes.
Now I'm stuck on food. Thank you. Literally all poutine is French fries, cheese curds, and brown gravy.
Oh shit.
Beef gravy.
Brown gravy is beef gravy.
Oh, that's down here we call brown gravy. Yeah, it's beef gravy.
Yes, we're uncultured swines down here.
Really, I don't care what kind of gravy it is, as long as it's smothering something.
You're a Waffle House man. Give it to me smothered and covered, baby.
Yeah, we call our gravy by its color: brown gravy, white gravy.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like you go down into Oklahoma, and the only gravy that actually has like a name is the white gravy, and it's the white pepper gravy, and it has to be called country gravy. Because if you call it white gravy, somebody gets mad as a motherfucker, and it's usually a little old lady that's swinging a fucking ladle at your ass. I ain't fucking lying. She's just like, no, now boy, this is country gravy.
See, Americans, we love the gravy so much, we're actually patriotic about it, because if everything is going well, it's just all gravy in the Navy.
Now, see, here's the problem about gravy. You eat it too late, that's smothered and covered, it's going to come out scattered and splattered.
Yeah.
That's when you just go, bleh.
Check, please.
I love taking a plate of scrambled eggs, bacon, and biscuits, chopping it all up together, and pouring country gravy over top of it. Over the eggs, over the bacon, over the biscuits, all of it.
Be still my beating heart.
Oh, it's excellent.
Kitty, I think you have competition.
Uh-oh.
Kimmy, I'll tell you, you do that, but then what you do is you take all that stuff, and you put it on a tortilla to roll it up like a breakfast burrito.
Hey, see, that's going a little too far.
No, it's not going too far.
I'd still eat it.
Then you have a portable breakfast.
I could do a portable breakfast.
Yeah. You ever had a breakfast burrito while you're on the toilet? Oh my God. It's so good. If you're able to get your
I can't say I have while I was on the toilet.
Here's the thing, right? If you're able to get your ass to perform that perfect seal on the toilet where there's no smell coming out, right? You know what I'm talking about. all know what I'm talking about. You do that, you sit there eating your breakfast. Basically, what you're doing is you're creating more fuel while you're releasing the fuel that has been expired at the same time.
It's a suction effect.
Ken is now going to be known as the king of the ass hickey. He's like, I shit so hard I got a hickey on my ass.
Gravy.
You're killing me here.
Oh, that's great. Ooh, yeah. That was just said.
As soon as you break that seal, you better hope that you had finished your burrito beforehand.
Oh God.
Jesus.
See, most toilets around here actually have a seat, so you have that gap.
You get the air gap.
Yeah.
I wish we took a page out of Japan's book and every toilet was a bidet. That's what I want. I would love to have every toilet.
Man,
being a
see,
bidet. Like,
so many people
talk
talk.
to Japan, and you can go to their public. Their public restrooms even have bidets. I mean, that's next level right there.
But they can also play music, so you probably don't even want to leave the bathroom at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
weird yodeling.
This is nothing better than getting off the toilet and feeling nice and fresh clean.
I'll agree. Freshly clean and strawberry scented booty hole. That's nice after taking a poo.
Apparently, we're killed a few people with that.
Booty hole.
Oh God.
They can make a gravy scented bidet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is that like biscuits and gravy crotchless panties?
What do you call that? Turkey Day.
I'll take one of them thighs.
Oh, Christ on a bite. That's funny.
Oh, man.
I feel bad for whoever gets the stuffing.
Oh.
I'm never gonna think of stuffing the same way ever again.
Well, I don't know how old you are, Miss. When you get to be a certain age, like if you like to eat hot, spicy foods when you're young, oh God, you are just like totally, you're fine, right? But as you get older, you gotta start reaching for the Tums. And one day you have spicy food.
Yeah.
And the next day you're sitting on the toilet and you're hoping to God that you actually ate ice cream the night before, because you're going to be sitting there going, come on, ice cream. Come on, ice cream.
It makes me wish I would have ate more spicy food when I was young. Like when you get old and you start dealing with acid reflux and all that stuff from spicy food, you look back and you're like, this didn't used to happen to me. Why didn't I eat more spicy food when I was younger?
Oh, God.
You're only mid to late 30s, Kimmy. You should still be able to eat spicy food.
Yeah. Not so. Not so.
Just eat 40 of Buffalo Wild Wings, hottest wings.
Oh, balls. Oh.
Because I've done that.
Oh, dude, that is a bad next 2 days. Oh, I've done it too. Oh. That's like a feeling you just don't forget. Boy.
That's when you gotta put ice on the toilet seat.
Right. Just fill the toilet with ice.
See, I'm not looking forward to the point where I get older either, because as men get older, something else down there starts to dangle more. And I'll be honest.
Dude, did it down. Ice cream.
Big and dangling there. So as I get older, one day in the morning time when I do my morning constitutional, they're gonna go for a log ride, and that's gonna be life changing.
Hey, look, just get a vasectomy. From that point on, you're always taking the kids to the pool, okay? It goes from a ball sack to a mud flap. That's all I can say.
I'd be choking on it.
Jesus.
Well, you know why the men snore, though, right? It's because when we lay on our backs, what happens is our ball sack actually covers our butthole, and so we can't breathe all the way through, so we start snoring. This is what happens when it covers our tongue.
Oh god, that's funny.
Oh,
And it
I
looks
really
like
thought
you-
about that before, Ken. Thanks for enlightening me.
My eyes are fucking rolling right now.
see, this is what happens when you let us on here.
No, I'm glad I did. I was like, man, I'm glad I invited you guys on.
God damn, they're still not charged yet. I'm trying to charge 2 batteries that have been dead for like 6 fucking days.
Or like if you're a big fan of baked beans and like at a family barbecue, you eat like a bunch of them, then you have to go to the toilet. You ever fart so hard you have to hold on to the seat because you feel you might take off like a rocket?
No, but I have made people think that there was a small earthquake.
Sounds like my father.
No, you want to talk about perfect timing. Y'all remember that big ass earthquake that hit Japan like back in 12 and 13?
Yeah.
I've heard this.
The same day they said it happened, I was helping my dad repaint part of the house, and I fell off the ladder and fell 8 feet. And then the next day on the morning news, before I went to my job at the time, is when they said that yesterday Japan had a 7.2 earthquake.
Butterfly effect? What?
Oh God. The jokes would be so endless.
Oh, that was 6-7 years ago. My dad has not let me hear the end of it since.
Oh man, he must have a rocking good time there.
Well, considering my dad is 3 times smaller than me, he has to get something. He has to try to get me with something.
It's not 3 times. He's more like 2/3 your height.
Well, Jesus, how tall are you, man?
6'5".
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll look like a fucking Oompa Loompa next to you. Jesus Christ, I'm 5'9".
Hell, T-Cat has to either be on like 2 stair steps or has to jump in order to give me a proper hug.
Dude, okay. Straight the fuck up. When you come down to my place, all right, I'm just going to paint myself orange and wear a purple fucking wig. And I'm going to have to fucking meet you in the driveway with my cane. Just dancing around for you. Jesus Christ.
It's okay, Jared. I'm only like 5'11".
Oh, there you go. All right.
See all this height stuff, it makes me feel good because I mean, you know, I'm not the tallest one here in the panel anymore. I'm just a measly 6'4".
Yeah. He's like, I'm just a little smaller.
But trust me, Ken, I would not want to piss you off because you do outweigh me by quite a bit.
I'm actually a very passive person. I don't get in fights. I don't like if I get angry, I'll just walk off. It's not worth it because honestly, I don't like getting hit back.
See, that's the problem of being Celtic is that we are drawn to the fight. Like we can't walk away. It's like a fucking magnet. It's like, oh, a fight going on? Hold my beer. I got this.
German and Indian. I just walk into the fights. I like they don't even happen around me. I just like before I became disabled, I was just like, oh, that guy looked at me funny. You know, it was just like, okay, that's done.
Say me and a buddy go out to a bar and there's a fight that's breaking out on the other end of the place. My buddy would be like, man, that fight's getting violent. He looks over at me and I'm yelling, lock and load, motherfuckers, I'm going in.
Oh man. Jesus.
It's fucking great.
Oh, the conversational topics from this evening. Oh yeah.
Yeah, somebody in chat's like, I think I'm lost. I was looking for a vape show. If you look, my shows are just more of just complete randomness, just to give people some entertainment.
Starts off as a vape show and then turns into fun.
Yeah. Oh Christ, that's
Monster. Do you have a 502? I forget.
Nope.
Damn.
I do have a Jenna though.
Damn. Well, because I still have a brand new set of horizontal coils for a 502. I was going to give them to you when you come down. But since you don't have one, damn it.
I'm the one that has a 502, motherfucker.
I know you do. I think we won ours on the same day, didn't we?
I need coffee now.
Actually, what I could hook you up with, though, when you come down, is I could give you an authentic Lucid. Oh, the thoughts have now grown, haven't they?
Oh yeah, 6mm coils.
Dude, I got a quad chain link build in mine right now. Fucking straight up 0.1, ramps up at like the speed of a fucking 69 Volkswagen Beetle, but good God does it hit.
Oh, trust me, because Kelly Kill, I don't know if she's still in chat. Hang on.
I can't see chat, so I'm just...
Vaping with Tony. I live in a town just north of Kansas City. I'm not going to say which town, though, just to save it from any trouble. I do know I live about a half hour from Jared.
Yes.
Which, come to think of it, Jared, earlier today,
I want to live half an hour from Jared. Jared, move closer to me so I live half an hour away from you.
I want to live half an hour from Kimmy.
Ken. It's nice and warm on here. No snow.
I just want warmth. I'm tired of this fucking washing cold shit.
Okay, real quick. Anyone know a bigger RDTA? This is the Limitless Plus, I believe. It's got a bigger version of this. I know there's the Iron Maiden out there, but that got shut down due to copyright infringement.
Look up the iJoy RDTA box.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember that thing.
Yeah, that motherfucker had some capacity as long as the tank didn't leak.
12 mils.
Yeah.
You pour half a 60 mil in there.
Uh-oh, someone's asking about the Daytona 500.
Oh, I didn't watch. I was out. I was watching my kid's soccer game.
Exactly what happened with
They made a lot of left turns.
All I can say is, fuck Denny Hamlin.
Dude, as long as Lightning McQueen won, that's all I care about.
Oh, Christ. This conversation. It didn't even take a downward spiral. It just started going like a crazy straw, just all over the fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
Because you invited me on.
Yeah, me and Ken, when we're not, I don't want to say regulated, but when we're not held in check by Michelle, we tend to kind of go all over the place.
It's true.
It is. Because Michelle's the one that kind of pops up and goes, wait, we do have topics.
Yeah. I forget about topics sometimes.
Yeah. I'm like, what's topics?
Right.
Wait, did somebody say toppings? Yeah, I'd like a pizza with double pepperoni, ham, sausage.
Whoa, you didn't say mushrooms.
Shit, I had some margarita grilled chicken from Chili's earlier. That was dinner at like 4 o'clock.
It might sting here in the next few hours, Jared.
Right.
If I ever became a pizza delivery guy, I would ask them if they wanted some extra sausage. And if they say yes, I will pull out of my back pocket some extra sausage.
All I can think of right now is detachable penis.
I was just thinking a hole in a pizza box, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's where my mind was going. I wasn't expecting the back.
You want some extra sausage? Hey, say hi to Free Willy.
No, I'm just thinking, just drop the trowel and let loose.
We tend to call it the dangler.
Okay, you guys want an embarrassing story about pizza? I got one for you.
Oh God. Hit us with it, kid.
Okay, so this is back when I was 20. I worked at a Papa Murphy's, and I was a shift lead. Well, part of working at Papa Murphy's at that time was you had to go out on the road dressed as a slice of pizza. hold up a sign saying, hey, we got pizza here, pizza that. So I go do my business. Now keep in mind, I'm 6'4", so this pizza had pepperoni and sausage everywhere. Normally, a small person about 5'5" to 5'9", it looks normal on them. I look like I'm wearing some kind of weird pizza suit thong. And for me, one of the pieces of sausage was just square, just boom, right on my nuts. So I'm walking back into the store and I'm talking to the manager. And this lady, about 50 years plus or minus 2, comes in. And she sees me in the pizza suit and she goes, well, I'll have some of your extra sausage. And she grabs the sausage.
Oh, gosh.
And I look at my manager and he's just laughing his ass off. And here I am, 20 years old, being accosted by a 50-year-old woman grabbing my sausage at a pizza place.
Me too.
Oh my God. That takes Pizza Man porn to an all new funny though.
Poor Ken.
I got a $20 tip out of it. I'm not complaining on that.
He got a $20 tip and groped.
Well, afterwards, I had to get a shot of penicillin in the ass, too. So, I mean, you know, it was...
Oh, well, piss.
A lot of people don't know how to fucking read when it comes to ordering pizza. Okay? You work at Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's is take and fucking bake, right? You take it from the place. You go home. You bake it in your oven. It's all across everywhere. We answer it going, thank you for calling Papa Murphy's Take and Bake. What would you like to pick up today?
I don't think we have a Papa Murphy's in the South. Jared, do we have a Papa Murphy's in the South?
Oh, we got him here in Kansas City.
I've never had Papa Murphy's.
Oh yeah, we definitely have him here in Kansas City.
I've never had it.
I got one like a mile and a half from my house.
Oh, Kimmy, you gotta try the
Oh
Chicago.
shit, we got Papa Murphy's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino. We got it. We got them all.
Well, see now.
Yeah,
Papa
we've
John's-
got like
Yeah.
we've got Mama Mia's or something like that. It's like one of the not big chain. I don't know if it's a big chain or not. I don't think it's a big chain. But we got like Mama Mia's Pizza and then of course the big chains, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, stuff like that.
Yeah, you work at Papa Murphy's, 50% of the calls that come in are meant for Papa John's. And then we get a call 45 minutes later going, where the fuck is my pizza?
Ah.
And we go, it's sitting here waiting for you. Come on in. Like, what? Why aren't you're supposed to do it? I'm like, no.
Oh, well, hell's bells, y'all. I know I'm going to have
You're
to cut
making me
before
want
long.
pizza now.
Yeah,
You know
guys.
what I miss? I don't know if they make it up in the north, but when I moved from the north to the south, up north they had taco pizza at Pizza Hut. In the south, they don't make taco pizza.
Bullshit.
They don't have taco pizza in
Bullshit.
the south.
Uh-oh.
You can get,
Nope, no taco pizza in the south at Pizza Hut. I was heartbroken.
It's not at Pizza Hut. You have to go to Casey's.
yep.
Casey's? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to
Casey's
Pizza Hut and I'm like, I want a taco
Alright.
pizza.
Now, hold
We
on,
don't
salad.
have taco pizza.
Salad, since you said what you said, original pizza.
Yes.
Dude. I mean, come the fuck on. That is like the shit in this town. Oh my
Yes.
God. Straight up Italian mafia running motherfuckers, but god damn, that's some good pizza.
Yes.
One slice. Like you get a 2-slice, you get their lunch deal, which is 2 slices and a drink, and it's like a quarter of a pizza, and it's like $5.50. It's like, damn. They're like, oh, what, you need more? No. No, that'll last me for 2 meals,
I'm not
dude.
gonna get my triple bypass after I finish this.
It's
Right.
a quarter of a pizza, but it's like an extra large pizza.
Yeah, their average pizza size is 26 inches. So 2 slices is like just, it looks small on their pizza, but 2 slices is like this. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's fucking huge pieces of pizza.
I'd eat it.
Right. Oh, it's good as hell. Oh my God, is it good?
Not as bad as the Chinese takeout that me, Sal, and T-Cat ordered one night. $150. That's after the conversion.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
The three of us, 2 meals.
Huh.
No, the funny part was the look of the little Chinese man's face when he saw me enter the door.
He was like right at 5 foot.
He look up, he go, "You make order?"
I can hear him through the door. Who the hell orders so much food? Who orders so much food?
I should have been the one that opened the door. You're like, oh, thank God. Little scrawny me walking over to the door.
When just your size alone is enough to scare someone to the point where they take about 2 or 3 steps back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually good shit. Well, like I said, I'm going to have to cut. And unfortunately, we're broadcasting through me, so.
Now.
Love you guys. Thank you. It was fun meeting you all.
Yes, great to meet you. We will have to get together, especially since we're all so close. Well, 3 of us.
Especially when T-Cat visits.
Yes. I like meet and greets, man. I like getting to, kind of actually put real faces, not just video faces,
By the way, this year, Jared, you're going to have to come out to Washington. Okay?
Dude, I'm trying to plan a couple of trips this year if I can.
The reason why you got to come out to Washington is for the West Coast Vape Expo, because if that guy is there again that mistook me for you.
Dude, that would be great. Hey, I could just stand behind you and he's like, "Aren't you that goat guy?" And then I'd be walking around and be like, "Hey, buddy."
Dude, it was great. It was great. I was like, yes, I'm getting recognized. I only have like 1,000 subscribers. He's like, man, I know you. I watch you on YouTube all the time. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Like, yeah, man, dude, Jared the Vaping Goat, I love you. I'm like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, piss. Oh, he told me about it, and I was like, really?
Yeah. My hopes that day.
But as Jared said, guys, we're going to have to end the show here because he has control of it. So does anybody have any closing statements they'd like to make?
Thanks for having me on. I keep it simple. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. It was a good time. It's a good break from the insanity I had going on.
Rusty nipples?
Oh, yeah. Rusty.
Okay, what you're saying, Sally?
Yeah.
Remember, always double check your wattage before you start hitting it. I don't care if you just hit it or you put it down for 10 minutes. Double check your wattage before you hit it.
Otherwise, you'll have a goat weld.
Throat weld.
Or better yet, lock your wattage. If your mod has a lock wattage feature, lock your wattage. That's what I do. If a mod doesn't have a lock wattage, it gets a con from me because I don't want one of those 300 watt hits.
Right, I understand that, but I've taken it a good rule of thumb to double check my wattage every time.
Anybody else? Anything left to say before Jared ends this?
Weave.
Vape on, friends.
Agreed.
All right. Great to see everybody. Great to see chatters. You guys are all wonderful. Monster, you're a sexy beast. Ken, love you. Kimmy, you're great. T-Cat, great to meet you. Salad, I'll kiss your butt when I see you.
Well, that's thing, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to Jared, Salad, T-Cat, Ken, and Kimmy for coming in and doing this show. Great conversations. But go check out Jared the Vaping Goat. Go check out Vaping with Ken. Go check out Kimmy Vapes. And if you're a gaming fan, go check out T-Cat and the Salad on Twitch. They do live streams on video games from everything. But thanks for tuning in, folks. Monster Man Vapes and friends signing off.
See ya!